about the next generation, college students, and how they may change politics. What you've told us yourself that you didn't, you had a full career in business before you entered the political arena. What advice would you give to students having worked in business and then entered politics, who are interested in influencing public policy and public service, maybe through the elected route, but also through other channels?
Well, I think if the interest is politics, I think it does help to get exposure enough to figure out, is it public policy you're interested in, or is it politics? They're very, very different elements of being in the public square. And I've discovered with interns in my office and staff in my office that there are some people that really aren't that interested in the public policy side. They like the politics, they like the action, and there are others who feel just the opposite. So I think getting some exposure in those areas is helpful. People like to say go get some life experience first and then get into it. I don't know that that's the right answer. I find young people. By the way, if you don't know this, Congress absolutely runs on the backs of 25-year-olds because we don't pay anything. So we can't, we have to get people who are willing to work at very low salaries. And the reality is Congress could not exist without a lot of interns and a lot of very young people. And part of my challenge is with young people that don't have decades of experience in the world, to try to get all that energy pointed in a direction that we can get the right stuff done. So I think get involved in campaigns, get involved in internships and things like that. With the next group I'm talking to with this Honor Society, I'm going to talk a little about passion and finding things that you love and doing them. And don't be afraid of the unexpected, of the turns in the road. Life, you plan your life, and then life happens. And your long-term goals can sometimes weave back into the picture. I think you got to be flexible and pursue things with passion and energy. Take some risks, and do it for good reasons. What really matters to you? What really matters? When you get to the end of your life, I just buried my father 2 weeks ago, and I was asked to do his eulogy by my sisters, and so I had to reflect on his life. And I thought, as I thought about him, he lived with a sense of purpose. He was a simple guy, but to figure out what do you really want your life to be about, and then put all your energy into that, I think that's a life worth living. And so that maybe would be my advice.
Thank you, and my condolences. We have learned a lot today, I think, about how institutions work and how Washington works. Please join me in thanking Congressman MacArthur, Governor Dean, and Mr.